Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is KJ48, and welcome back to Vintage Story. Okay, we've got a hell of a busy episode today. I'm really close to starving, and I don't have any food at home, and it's not really my fault. There's a major bug in the game that cost me almost all my food. Pretty much all my food. But that's okay. I'm going to let you guys know about the bug so it doesn't happen to you. And this whole first part of this video is going to be us cooking stuff. Alright, I have done a decent amount of off-camera work. I have a separate world that I test stuff out in. And you know what? We got to get cooking right now. Just let me get cooking because I am having an issue here with me being really hungry. And I'd prefer not to eat the food straight up. You really want to cook it. As a matter of fact, I should have been cooking the food since day one. Alright, we're going to put raw meat in there. We're going to put some berries. And some mushrooms. And maybe some more berries. That is not going to work, I don't think. Alright, well maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm not really sure. I've done some cooking, but I haven't messed with everything. I don't know if berries can be cooked. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Alright, so that's the meat. Maybe you have to wait until that gets hot. I'm not really sure. Let's take a look. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got one serving of meat stew. And there we go. We got some berries in there. Do you need 2 things of meat? I prefer not to use... Yeah, you need 2 things of meat. Okay. Alright, so we're going to create 1 serving of red meat stew with boiled red currant, berries, and bolete. Sounds yummy. Sounds scrumptious. Man, guys, I've done so much off-camera work. Not only that, but I recorded about a half an episode that I had to scrap because of issues. Don't worry, I will catch you up. First things first, let's take a look at this bowl. We do have some food in here. So let me go ahead and eat some of that. It's not much, but it's something. Alright, so what I've got here is bowls, and what I've got here is a pot. That's simple. That's just a clay pot. I went ahead and put clay down. I chose the pot and the bowls. Okay, that's all you missed. So there we go. Now we've got some, what is that? 840 is it saturation? I'm not really sure. 840 fullness, and we're getting fruits and vegetables as well. So can we eat that right out of the bowl? No, we can't. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our bowls right here off the ground. Okay, you want to do this in a certain way, okay? Because this is the bug. Now, there's an update that's going to be coming out relatively soon called 1.14. Okay, it's going to fix this bug. So this might not still be a bug when you guys are watching this, but he said he's not sure when it's coming out. So I'll let you know about it. Now, you have the crock pots, the cooking pot, and the bowls, okay? The cooking pot is to cook the food. The bowls is to keep the food in a bowl so you can eat it. And the crock pot is something that is going to... the food is going to stay fresher in the crock pot. It extends its life, okay? You can even seal it later, and I'll get into that later. But the crock pot holds 4 servings. That's where I want to put most of my food, okay? Now, when you want to use the crock pot on the pot, which means hold the crock pot and have the pot on the ground. So what we'll do is we'll put the pot on the ground. Where's the pot? There it is. It's right there. And then we pick up the crock pot. Now, I'm not going to do it this time because I need the bowl right now. Use the bowl. There we go. And let's eat. Oh, man, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm freaking talking about. But you gotta like pick things up in certain orders or it's gonna really screw you up. Okay, so let's see if we can cook some more. I'm still learning with this, by the way. So let's see if we can cook some more. You know what? One thing I did learn from you guys is put the torch over here. There we go. It's beautiful. And we're gonna put that in there. Now let's see what we can cook. If I put one of those, and can I put a piece of meat in there? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Alright, I know I could put 2 of these in. There we go. And then let's put some berries with it. Nope, can't put berries with it. You know what? I could just do this. That'll make 1 serving of hefty turnip stew. And that stuff is really good. But like I said, you want to like put down the cooking pot. Pick up the crock pot. Scoop the food out of the cooking pot with the crock pot. Or else you're going to have a bug. I lost like multiple servings of food. Maybe like 4 or 5. Not realizing that was an issue. So, yeah, that was not fun at all. All right, so here we go. This is going to be done. Do we have any more food in here? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Let's take out all the food and see what we can make here. Now, can I just take it right off the... Can I just take that right off the stove? See, I don't know. By the way, I made a tool rack right here. We'll get into that later, though. I'm just going to kind of put my stuff up there for now to make room. There we go. And pick that up. And scoop it. Oh, there we go. So you can scoop it right out of there. That's beautiful. So I've been messing around with this all night in-game. Not all night in real life. All night in-game. And yeah, here's the problem. You can't do anything with one red meat because in order to make meat stew, you need 2 red meat. And you can't cook bush meat, like, at all, okay? Not only that, but mushrooms count as vegetables. Now, there's vegetable stew. It says you could use 2 vegetables, and then after that, you can use more vegetables. But the problem is they can't all be mushrooms. So there's not much I can do here. As far as I can tell, the only way to use fruit is with the meat stew. So there's nothing else I can do. And right here, by the way, I built this here because there's those red mushrooms over there. I want them to disappear, and I don't want to accidentally pick them up. All right, and in my inventory, I have the 1 serving of hefty turnip stew. All right, and it will give me 500 or 600 fullness. That is going to be awesome. It is now morning. Now, there's a couple of things I want to do. Oh, before I move along, I did make some cured oiled hide, which is being cured. And basically, all you do is you take the hide and you take animal fat, you put them together, bada bing, bada boom. And once it's done, I will be able to make bigger backpacks, which will be awesome. And as far as the tool rack goes, the tool rack is very simple. All right, I'm just going to show it to you really quickly. Tool rack. There you go. It's just 6 sticks. And you can put all your tools up there. All right, so I have to go out and I have to get about 2 stacks of copper now. A stack is 128 because I want to do some. What do you call it? I don't even know what you would call it. I'm gonna make the anvil. I'm gonna make copper ingots, and then I'm gonna hammer them out into what I really like to make today is the saw. So that's what I guess metal casting, blacksmithing. Why don't we just call it blacksmithing? I would like to do some blacksmithing, but I need to keep an eye out for food. I need to get the copper, and I also need some wood and some stuff like that. As a matter of fact, right now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come out here and we're gonna go ahead and make another one of these charcoal pits. That's why I have all this firewood. And apparently you could just hold the button down for this too. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we got the charcoal pit smoking out there. Remember how I told you when you have the crock pot, take the food out with the crock pot on the ground and the bowl in your hands to avoid the bug. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and eat that. And boom, beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna put that down right now. And now I gotta go out and get some wood. I gotta get some more food, and I really have to get a lot of copper. Well, it's been a hell of a search. I am so full of stuff. I killed quite a few animals, which is nice. But now I'm full. I'm like full. But I have 10 red meat, which is great. I have some bush meat. And I got some animal fat. It's been a pretty good time. And I do have some copper right here, but I'm not gonna have any room for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to throw this out. If I can. Try and make some room for this copper. Let me try it right here. There's too much crap down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough room for that copper, and but whatever. Anyway, I went to a bunch of different copper places. I found copper in almost every place I was at, but they were all poor quality. So this one's medium quality, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna kind of deal with my inventory here and dig out some of this copper. Let's see what we get. Okay, unfortunately for me, I hear a lot of wolves up here, and that, of course, is not good. I think I got all of it out of here. I don't know. I'll come back here again at a certain point. But for now, I just want to get out of here. It's getting kind of late, and there are some wolves out here. Now, anytime you are going to fight any kind of animal in this game I've ever fought, mostly wolves, if you can get to the water, it's like their bane. It's the bane of their existence. There we go. There's a wolf. I'm gonna get out of here though. I don't want to. I'd prefer not to fight them if I can avoid it. So we're gonna try and go around here. And I did hear multiple wolves, but hopefully it was just that one wolf sounding like multiple wolves. It is the next day, and I went ahead and took my crucible. Now, here's the thing, guys. I took my crucible, and it still had some units of copper in it, right? So I was like, okay, let me see if I can warm it up. And it said something about 2,400 degrees Celsius. And I was like, what? And I got it up to over the melting point of copper, which is like 10 something. I got it all the way up to 1200, and this little progress bar was not doing anything. It's actually bugged. If you have stuff that's solidified in your crucible and you cook it to the point where this thing gets up to melting point for copper, you can pour it. It turns like white, like really hot, bright white, and then you can pour it. This doesn't do anything though. It looks like it's not working, but it is. All right, so I do have a stack of copper in here, but I do have to pour some more copper because I am not going to have enough of my pickaxe is almost done, so I'm going to have to do another pickaxe. So I went ahead and poured the remaining copper I had in there, and I'm going to pour some more. I also went ahead and I have 4 servings of red meat stew with boiled whatever berries and mushrooms, right? That gives me 840 fullness, and it will last for 11.6 days, which is great. I put the rest of my food in here. I should probably grab these berries, because I'm going to eat them along the way. And as soon as that's cooked up, I will pour it in there. I will make another pickaxe, and then I will get the rest of the copper. And once I get the rest of the copper, we can come back and actually get some work done. I'm also going to move, by the way. This is not going to be my permanent place to live. I was looking over there, and there's some really cool places to move over there. So I am going to move over there. I also put down another storage vessel. So let me go ahead and take this. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, bro. There we go. And then we will pour all we can in here. There we go. And that's all we need for that. And we still have another 254 units of copper in here, plus a stack. If we get another stack, we're good to go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another stack. I should have plenty of charcoal. Can I place this down somewhere? That's not a good spot for it. That's going to burn me. We'll just put it right there. Whatever. And I just have to wait for that to cool down, and then I'm going to make another pickaxe, go out and get the rest of the copper. Luckily, I had a copper node, or a copper vein, right by my house. I mean, I'm literally like right around the corner from my house. It is poor. Oh, look at that. It is poor, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, it all fell down there. I'm not going down there for it. I hear all kinds of nasties down there. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it, though. So even though it's poor, I'm going to get a good amount out of it. What I need to do is I need to get all this copper up together. I need to get 900 units for the anvil. Once I get the anvil, I need to make a forge. Once I get the forge, I need to make an ingot mold. Once I do that, I can make an ingot. And once I make an ingot, I can hammer it into shape. And yeah, the hammering into shape is pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it. It's very involved, very interesting. And then once I've done that, I will have a saw. Once I get a saw, I can start making doors. And I think the first thing I'm going to make is a cellar. Maybe I should make a cellar at this base. You know what? I think after this video, I'm going to look for another place to live. Because I definitely don't want to live here. You know? So, and I'm not going to make a cellar if I'm not going to stay here for long. So yeah, I think I'm going to look for a new place to live. We might be moving tomorrow. Honestly. I'll have to see about that. So let me show you exactly where this thing is. Come on. There we go. See? Right around the corner. The charcoal pit's done. So I've got about 42 things of charcoal, which is pretty decent. Should get me through what I need to get through. And I'm just waiting for this thing to finish up. And we got all that right there. Yep. Okay, so let's take this. And let's take this and put it right there. And the hammer. Stop. Hammer time. And that might be... That's probably enough for what I need to do. But I want a good 2 stacks. Maybe even more than 2 stacks. So that's not going to... Yeah, actually that might not even be enough. But that's okay. We will go get some more. Check it out, peeps. Another medium copper vein. This is great. This is great. This is definitely going to be all I'm ever going to need. Well, for now anyway. Yeah, this is really cool. And this is one that I found that I just kind of found on the surface. It wasn't one that I've marked already. So really, really lucky find. And these things give different chunks, right? The chunks from the poor ones are poor. These are medium chunks of native copper. And I think there's even copper underneath these things, like bigger nodes and stuff. But I'm going to have to look into that because I really don't know. Next episode, I'm definitely going to move. And we're probably going to make a cellar. I think that's pretty cool. I also have a mod I'm gonna install. It makes it a little bit easier, but it's more of a quality of life thing. It's not really... It doesn't really make the game easier. It just, like, saves you a little bit of time. Although one could say that saving a little bit of time does make it easier. So time is, you know, of the essence. You know, we'll talk about it next episode. faux show. I still need to install it, and hopefully I'll remember. I'll put a link in the description of next episode as well. But here, let me get the rest of this copper, and then we got to go make the anvil. I was actually running very low on clay. Okay, now there's two kinds of clay in the game. There's this blue clay, and there's some kind of fire clay. And I was told to use the blue clay for regular, like, molds. You know, regular, well, molds, basically. Any kind of clay working. Because we need the fire clay for other things. Now, this is what it looks like when you're near it. And this is what it looks like on the map. This is blue clay. How much do I have? Probably have a stack. Yeah, I got a stack and a half. That'll be enough. I want to grab a little bit more, though. Because this stuff goes pretty quick. You think you have enough. Okay. Okay. That's my cue. That is my cue to GTFO. I notice whenever it starts getting dark, the wolves start howling. Are wolves like night hunters? Or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about wolves. I guess they are. You know? So, yeah. That's my cue to... Let's get home. And let's make that anvil. That's what we're going to do right now. We are back in the base. And I am about to go ahead and make the anvil. Alright, you just duck, right-click, choose the anvil, and build it. You guys know how to do this. Alright, the anvil is built, and I am starving. So why don't we go ahead and eat. These meals I have in this crock pot will last for quite a while. 24 days. So, we're going to eat other things first. I don't see any... Oh, yeah, we got that right there. It's another 10 days. I'm going to hold on to that in case I get more meat. 2.1 days. I think we might have to cook that before I get a second piece of meat for it. We should also cook this. Although we can't because we're cooking with that. Alright, well, let's put this in here so it'll help this. There we go, 4.5 days. And we don't have a ton of food. So I think we actually will eat one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this bad boy. And I'm supposed to use the bowl in the crock pot. There we go. And boom. Beautiful. Look at that. And you can't overeat. So you see there's still a piece of a serving there. So it doesn't waste anything. That's cool. Only 0.1, but still. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, so we got to cook that on there. So let's grab this off. And let's put this bad boy on there. Like so. And put that in there. And then we bring this over here. I know it's dark. And then we go like that. And that's going to cook that bad boy up. And then we can, after that, we can make our... Ooh, it's dark. There we go. After that thing's cooked up, we can go ahead... Ooh, those things creep me the hell out. Can I finish my sentence, please, monsters? Okay. As soon as that thing's cooked up, we can make our anvil. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to make some room over here, by the way. I don't know what's over here. I don't want to, like, pop out where there's monsters. But seems to be okay right now. By the way, one thing I don't do in this game anymore is sleep. I don't really sleep much. Because, like, when you sleep, I think if you sleep, you actually lose more food than you would have if you just kind of stayed up and worked all night. So, that's what I do. I stay up and work all night. There we go. We got our anvil mold. And now let's put the crucible in there. And that needs... Okay, so this thing right here says baking temperature 2400. That has nothing to do with anything. Okay? When I cooked this before, this little green arrow never, ever, like, came into effect. So I just thought that I had to get it up to 2400. No, it's a bug. This arrow won't go green, but this thing is ready to pour when it's at copper melting temperature, which is like 10 something. You'll know because it'll go like bright white. All right, so once you have that up to 900, it won't go any farther. With the peat brick, we need to put in the charcoal, and then that will bring it over 900, and that'll bring us up to the copper melting temperature. What is copper melting temperature? 1084. Okay. All right, and that should be enough copper, but I do not have enough room. That is okay. We're going to go ahead and dump this in here. There we go. And we're going to hold on to the clay. That's the fire clay, by the way. That's stuff you don't want to use for some reason. Okay, so we'll put this right here. No, we won't. That's right. We got to duck and do it. There we go. We'll just put it right there because that's not going to actually be the... That's not actually going to be the anvil. It's just the mold. So, all right. How are we doing over here? There we go. You see what it looks like? See, this arrow is not doing anything, but when it looks like that, it's done. All right. So now, what am I doing? Why am I taking it out? We're going to leave it in there. and then we're going to put all of the copper in. Okay, so actually no, we can't because we got to dump that out first. That's right. All right, so we're going to dump this out in here. There we go. You just hold down the bow. Oh boy, look at all that steam. So we're going to fill that up, 254. Now this thing's empty. Now we put it in here, and now we can put in more copper. All right, so I'm just, nope, that's not what I want to do. Hold down left mouse button. Left mouse button. There we go. There we go. Left mouse button. And let's go get the rest. And I don't know how much I can hold. Left mouse button. Okay. And there we go. I don't know if it matters to like even it out like that, but that's what I do. Just makes me feel better. 1,375 units of copper. That's great. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to take the clay and we're going to make some ingot molds. So now I have a couple of ingot molds. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a forge. And the forge is made out of this, and it could be all kinds of cobblestone. But it's going to be the cobblestone that I have, and I will have to use clay for that as well. So that's what we're going to need all this granite stone for. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're going to put the clay in the middle. All right, so that's 4. That's not going to be enough. Don't worry about that, man. We got plenty of granite stone. I'm just going to make I really don't want to make extra. No, I just want to make as much as I need because it does take clay. Okay, and now that we've made that, we can actually make the forge, and the forge is just a U shape. And there is the forge. All right, and I will put this over here. And that's looking good. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, still got a little bit of time here. Yeah, it's a lot of copper, man. It's going to take some time. Okay, another thing I think we can do while we're waiting is we can put this in here. Yep, there we go. All right, we're going to have to make another charcoal pit. Like, for real. All right, this thing is just about done. Look at that. White hot, man. White hot copper. That is hot AF. Okay, it's done. Take that out. Take that out. We'll put that in. We'll get some of this food cooking up while we're waiting. There we go. And then we take this bad boy and we just dump it all in here. We got to get 900 units in there. Fill it up. Fill her up. All right, and when we're done, we're going to pour the rest of it in those 2 copper ingot molds. Okay, ingot mold number 1 is done. Let's go ahead and put that down. There we go, and let's pour it in. And that holds 100 units, I think. Yep, there we go, 100 units. And the other one should be... Now, this thing I got in my hands is cooling down. It's just, it takes a little while to cool down. You can see right there, the temperature is going down, but as long as it stays over 1080, 1084, I should be able to pour stuff out. And this one should be done any second now, and then I will pour this one as well, and I'll get my food cooking again. So if you're wondering why magically I have low hit points, I went out to hunt, and it didn't go very well. But I'm going to go out and try it again. Anyway, it was in the high grass, and like the boars are really hard to see in there, so what are you going to do? All right. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Can I pick that up? I should be able to pick that up, right? I don't have to break it, do I? Yeah, I think I might have to. Really? Okay, well, whatever. It didn't take that long. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that's what we have to hammer stuff onto. And these are what we have to hammer. So we need to start this bad boy up. So let's go ahead and move that over there. That was a weird lag spike. And then we need to light this up. And then put the ingots on top. Oh, look at that. Hells yeah. There we go. A couple of ingots on top. And then we just need to wait for those things to heat up. It's going to be dope. Okay. They look like they're hot enough. They're at 1100 degrees. I don't think they're going to get any hotter. So let's go ahead and pick them up and place them down. Now, what do we want to make? I probably should have thought about this. Well, no, actually, I know exactly what I want to make. I want to make the saw. The copper saw blade. All right. Now what we have to do is we have to beat this thing like it owes us money. And there's going to be all different kinds of things we can do here. There's the heavy hit that spreads out all of the copper, and then we can make it go in any direction we want or break it completely off. So we're going to do the heavy hit. There we go. Actually, you should probably... sitting down for this going to work? Not really. Probably should do it from up here. Oh, look, that's pretty good. All right, heavy hit. Heavy hit. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go this way. And we're going to bring these... oop, no, don't want to do that. I like it better like that. All right, so how do we make it go right? Like that. All right, it's not going right. That one's going right. Okay, that works. I guess it can't go right if there's another one in the way. There we go. Whoop. All right, very good. This one can go right? No? Does that one have to get broken off? That's not supposed to be there. Can it go up? Yes. So it's kind of weird. It wouldn't let me have it go right. All right. Right. Actually, we'll bring that one right to the end. You can see what we're doing here, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to bring this one all the way over. All right. Come on. Oh, no. Okay. And then we'll bring that one down. I won't do this very often on camera, but for the first time, I think it's pretty interesting and pretty important to show it to you. Okay, and that one can go right there. And you can go right there. And then what we'll do for this one is we'll bring this one up. What are we going to need? 3? Why won't that go up? It's kind of weird that one won't go up, but whatever. That one went up. What about this one? Shut up, timer. We're not done. Up, and we're going to need one more. Okay, and then these will go left. We get these into place, and we are done with the saw blade. What else are we going to make? Honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking about a sword. By the way, my armor broke. My armor's all gone. So I probably want to make more armor and a sword, possibly. I will take a look at what else I can make. Okay, and then down. You can see this. You can see the blade, right? And then we're gonna take out this stuff that's not supposed to be there. All right, boom, boom, and all along here. Whoop! I'm hitting the back wall. And there we go. Come on. It's a little finicky. Like if you move too quickly. And there we go. We now have a saw blade. A piping hot saw blade. Okay, so now we're going to put this one down. And what can we make with this? We can make arrowheads. We can make an axe head. We can make a chisel. I don't know what a shoot is for. We can make a cleaver. Hammer. Prospecting pick head. Regular pick head. We can make metal scales for armor. Copper plate, metal chain, knife blade, copper hoe head, scythe, shears, shovel, spear. Spear or sword? I'm going to go with the long blade. I got it. Or maybe the chisel. I want to do the long blade, but Paul Sears Jr. did the long blade too, so I want to do something a little different, but it's just too good of a thing. You know, it's just too good. So let me go ahead and hammer this one out. Okay, we now have the copper long blade. Now I'm going to try and guess how to make this. I'm assuming it's just like that. There we go. We got a copper long blade. So the spear is attack power, -2 hit points. And hold on, let me see. Attack tier, attack range, 5 piercing damage when thrown, -2 hit points. I guess on the melee attack. And this thing is tier 2. Mining speed. Attack -3. Okay, so this is more like a melee thing. So I could actually probably use this along with the spear. Throw the spear. If anything gets close, I can use the sword to melee. Alright, and let's also go with the saw blade. By the way, if you hover over something and press H, it'll bring up what you can make with it. So the saw blade, back. And there it is. Pretty simple. Okay. Alright guys, this has been one hell of a long video. I got a lot done today though. I'm really happy with the amount of stuff I got done today. But I am going to call this one here. If you guys ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.